Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is Let's Play War of the Human Tanks ALTeR, and thank you for watching. War of the Human Tanks ALTeR, or just plain ALTeR, which is what we're going to refer to it, guys, for the rest of the video, is a strategy game, guys, and, as you can imagine, the direct sequel to War of the Human Tanks, a game we checked out here on the channel just about over a year ago, I think. But in case you don't know what you're getting involved into here, ALTeR is a mixture of strategy game, turn-based strategy game, and visual novel, which is a strange mixture to say the least, but it's cute, it's adorable, it's fun, and it works, guys. It shockingly works really well. It released on Steam February 2015. It was developed by Yakiniku Banzai. I apologize if I butchered your name, sir. And it was published by Fruitbat Factory, the guys who publish really cool games in Japan. They basically translate them and get them into our hands here in the West, guys. You can go ahead and get ALTeR on Steam for $12.99 or $19.99 if you also want the soundtrack. From what I understand, it's rather robust and has lots of tracks in it. Now, if you are a fan of the first game, if you're a fan of War of the Human Tanks, you are going to absolutely love ALTeR, because it is exactly the same, just more, basically. More levels, more customization, more modules, all that good stuff. I played the first one, I enjoyed the first one, and this one is pretty much exactly like the first one, but there's a couple of things that make me scratch my head. And we'll talk about that as we get deeper into the game. We're going to start off with these system options, and then we're also going to talk about some options that are actually off-screen that you can't see. Even though they're there for some reason, they're not in the game. So you have the basic options. These is all going to look very familiar to people who played the first game. Text speed, movie speed, all that good stuff. Scenario skipping, all that good kind of stuff is there for you to enjoy. But off the screen here, there's a couple system options like full screen, screenshot, restart. You can also change it to full screen mode, all this kind of stuff here. But this full screen mode is the most frustrating thing in the world because it doesn't work. All it takes to put this into full screen is to hit Alt-Enter. That's all it's there for. This doesn't serve any point whatsoever. There's also a couple startup options. I don't know if these actually do anything. I don't know if these affect anything, these little startup options. And it's a very strange thing because it just has like this giant bar on the top up here. It has all these options that you're not even really sure if they do anything. I'm pretty sure some of them do, obviously, something. Like, that'll probably take you to the website and all that good kind of stuff. The settings are rather strange. From what I understand, that the resolution controls are they only have the game's only in 4:3 aspect ratio, so there's no way at all to put it into a widescreen ratio, guys, which is a little bit, it can be a little bit frustrating, but that's just the way it is. There's really nothing we can do to change that. But there's quite a bit of options. If these options work, I don't know. I didn't really play with them. From what I understand, like I said, the resolution control literally doesn't change anything, but the other options may affect certain things here in the game, guys. The game doesn't feature controller support, but then again, it doesn't really require it. It does have a whole host of Steamy goodness, guys. Steam cards, Steam achievements, all that good Steam stuff is here in the game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and load up into a game. And we'll go to this one. I've been playing the game for about 45 minutes. And most of that has actually been just kind of reading the dialogue. And the story has changed quite a bit. You've gone from playing the people that you were fighting in the first, people you were fighting in the first game, you are now playing them. You're now on the opposite side and dealing with the direct consequences of what you did in the first game. And it's kind of go from there. From what I understand, the story is very well done, and there's a whole lot of reading to do in this game, because it is a visual novel. Matter of fact, if you do not like reading, you're going to want to stay away from this game, because there's a whole lot of it. Yes, you can skip it. You can just hold down the enter button and just get to whatever, you know, battle you want, but there's going to be a whole hell of a lot of reading. But right now, we're just going to start off with this screen right here. Now, anybody who's played the first game is going to recognize this game, but I'm going to pretend that you don't, and this is your first time seeing this. So basically, the idea is that you can make tanks, which are these little characters right here. They're human tanks. Like, for instance, I have a assault tank, an artillery tank, a command tank, a shock tank, and a recon tank. And what those basically units do are they can do different things on the battlefield. Like, your command tank is your commander. You never want to lose your command tank. If you lose it, it's kind of like losing the king in chess. Artillery tanks have long-range attacks. Assault tanks are faster units and have, I think they can shoot like 2 blocks away from themselves. Shock tanks self-destruct, but they're cheaper to make. They're not that expensive. You can also get recon tanks, which basically allow you to scan the battlefield, because there's a little bit of a fog of war in this game that you always have to kind of keep aware of. Your enemies could sneak up on you, come up from behind you. All sorts of crazy stuff could happen here. So once you basically, develop units, once you start making units, like you can also get more advanced units. You can actually kind of level up units. So for instance, if I were to spend 1,000 crates right now, I can make a assault tank KC-7B Type 7 armored tank B, which is a better version of the assault tanks. I'll say, yeah, what the hell, why not? Sure. And now we can basically develop those. We can assemble those right there. Actually, I'm sorry. Is it right there? No, it's... Where is my advanced tank? He was right here, wasn't he? Where is he? Well, I don't know where he was, but I thought I developed him for sure. He's in development. Wait for completion. Okay, so we have to actually wait a couple turns. Can be assembled in the next battle. So there you go. You can basically unlock different kinds of tanks. There's a whole lot of different kinds of tanks. There's also these things called modules, which are kind of like bonuses that you can, or equipment, if you will, that you can actually assign to each one of your tanks. So I can give her, like for instance, she has the blue ribbon. I can give her something else and give her another module and basically kind of enhance her stats, which can be your shooting range, your scouting range. It can affect a whole lot of different things. But they all cost supplies. They all cost crates to make. Now, one of the things that is different from this game, from the first game, is the Cavern. Which the Cavern, basically, the best way to describe it is just a whole schmuck ton of levels. From what I understand, it's 100 levels to be exact. The Great Cavern of Fugees. Basically, you just go in there, you start fighting, you start getting rewards. It's not technically part of the storyline, and it kind of is. They talk about it when they're heading in there. But for the most part, it's just kind of like a side objective. It's just something for you to do, just to if you enjoy that strategy combat side of the game, not as much of the visual novel stuff. There's also a free battle. I think this is basically the same thing, except it's no rewards, no punishment, pretty much. So we're going to head into the next episode here. And like I said, there's a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of chibi action going on here, guys. It's an adorable game. The graphics, the art style, it's all very cute. Sometimes you get these little animated scenes. Yeah. So we're gonna hit. We're gonna skip that. And basically, this, like I said, there's just a whole lot of reading to do in this game. And sometimes I'm just gonna hit enter. I'm not gonna read all this, just to give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Look. Yeah, that is all for you to read. This is all before you get to the action right here. I'm just holding down the enter button. There's a whole shit ton of reading here. And this is just one scene in between battles, guys. If you can imagine that. Now, I'm sure there's lots of good information there for me to basically learn, and probably something for me to find out about the story and all the good characters and all that good kind of stuff. But going through all of that would have probably taken the entire video, plus then some. So like I said, there's a lot of reading, there's a lot of stories, a lot of character development. It's all very cute. It's very chibi. It's very anime-like. If you're into that kind of thing, you're going to enjoy it. But the best way to say it, and I think I said this when I checked out War of the Human Tanks, is that this game is a game that requires investment. You're going to be investing time into this game. Especially its story, because there's a whole lot of reading, and there's, then you get those action sequences where you're going to be investing into developing different kinds of strategies, investing different kinds of troops, and all that good kind of stuff, guys. So we're going to just do a quick battle. We'll see how well we do here. It looks like looks like we got access to the enemy's tanks as well now. You can develop both sides, even though there really isn't any point to developing one side or the other. It's just all pretty much aesthetics from what I understand. But you do have the option to choose what other enemy unit type you prefer. So we got basically two command characters you can see right here. Like I said, it's purely for aesthetic purposes. It really doesn't serve any point beyond that. What do we got here? Where is my assault? Do I have access to my next assault? I do. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and create some of these guys. Let's see. This is B, type B. Fantastic. Cool. So we're going to make some of these guys. I'm going to make 2 of those. How many of my other tanks do I have? So I got quite a bit of assaults. I got 3 assaults, 2 artilleries, 2 recons, and my command tank. How many tanks am I allowed to have in this particular battle? Maximum units 10. So we're going to want to at least deploy somewhere in there in that neighborhood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 more. Let's go ahead and assemble another, this one. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and make another recon here. We'll make another this recon just because she's adorable. Again, it's just purely aesthetics. So when you basically start developing troops, you're actually going to be able to place them on the battlefield. This is the entire Fog of War. Again, this isn't anything new to anyone who's played the original War of the Human Tanks. We got to make sure that our king, aka Ruru here, our commander unit, is in a safe position. We do not want to get her into an exposed position, because if she dies, it's game over and you have to go through all those dialogues again. Of course, you can always just hit the enter button and skip that, but you get the basic idea. Okay, so we got 2 assaults. I'm going to put the weak assault up front and then a strong assault back here. I'm going to try a 2-prong approach here. Probably a mistake. Could be. We'll find out. And then we're going to want to put our recon. 1 there. 1 there. And then we'll put 1 like right here in the middle. This is a very interesting formation I think I've taken here. I realize that I don't necessarily need to have them there. Hold on, let's change things up. Hold on, I'm going to change things up here a little bit. There we go. Place. Oh, I have no choice but to place them there. That's why. Okay. Okay, that's why. All right. So where were you? You were on this side. All right, fantastic. So we're gonna, now that we've placed all our troops, we're gonna enter the battle. We're gonna hit sortie. Yes, we're ready. The battle will begin, and then the battle basically starts, and you have to wait a little while till your characters kind of connect. Basically, kind of the turn comes up is the best way to describe it. The enemy has over 10 tanks, much more than expected. 2 digits worth. With that, now there's a good chance we may be able to hit tanks even in areas we can't see. Leave the guessing to me. Look what happened, Megumi. Ruru's all fired up because of what you did. Ignore her. So cruel. Okay, so again, now we're going to kind of start waiting for a little while, and then our units will start kind of letting us know that we're ready to act, basically. Pretty quickly here. There we go. So when we basically click on a unit, we'll get to see the character's portrait, all their stats, all this good kind of information. I'm not going to go over this stuff because it's just tactical information. It's all really simplistic. It kind of all explains itself. And if you played the first one, again, you kind of know what you're looking at here. So we already encountered an enemy unit here. So we have the option basically just blow that unit away. We'll do that there. There's a little cutscene there. It's adorable. Like I said, the tactical strategy part of the game, just like the first game, is great. But it's just the fact of the matter is that there's more or less, it's kind of the same thing. We could probably shoot that way, see if we get lucky. Nope, didn't get lucky. That's okay though. We're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna wait a little bit. Here we go. Move. Fantastic. Die. Good stuff. We're gonna have this unit move up. And he's gonna attack. No, he's not gonna attack because he doesn't see anything for that matter. We're gonna have this unit move right there, and then we're gonna have a recon pretty far out here. We should be able to see some. Whoa, low. Okay, we're gonna have this unit move in and attack, so that way we can hopefully kill one of them. Now, recon units aren't usually meant to attack things. Usually, again, they're just there to be scouts. But in this particular regard, we can afford. Are you kidding me? Okay, hold on. Oh, dang it! I didn't click fast enough. Did not click fast enough. Not nearly as fast enough. That sucked. That's okay though. Did. You took out the one little light recon unit. It's not a big deal. It's unfortunate, but that's fine. We're going to have him move forward here. Again, we're looking for trouble, kind of. We're looking for the enemy commander. You have to put troops at risk here. The important part is that they don't get past your other troops and then take out your commander. That would be kind of bad. Okay, so we got probably a troop in that corner over there. As you can see now, we are also the dominant force in the battlefield. We're going to go ahead and take a shot into the dark here and see if we can hit something. We missed. That's okay. We're going to move this unit forward. And then we're going to recon that position. Of course, there's absolutely nothing there, so that sucked. Oh god. Oh no. Not good. Not good at all. We lost a unit. That sucks, but again, that's to be expected. We are not going to be able to fire in any particular direction. We'll fire there, just in case there's somebody there. I doubt that there's anybody there. I was just like hoping there might be somebody there. This should be able to kill her. Take revenge for that fallen unit. There we go. Fantastic. Again, we want to make sure that we're not going to get our commander killed, by the way. So we always want to keep at least a situational awareness for our commander's sake here. We're going to recon that area. Nothing there. I'm kind of shocked by that. Alright, we'll keep moving up the battlefield, though. We know there's nothing there, so we don't really need to fire, unless there's something behind us. I doubt that, though. So we're just going to stand by. And then he's going to move. He's going to move kind of in like this direction, like that. Oh, we found an enemy. Killed him. Die in a fire. The game's, by the way, as far as controls go, like I said, it's really easy to control. Just pure mouse clicking action, pretty much. Oh, who'd she shoot? Are you serious? One little recon unit took out my troop. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm very angry about that. Let's shoot a blind shot into as far as range we can here. Did not get him. That's okay. Okay, kill that recon unit. Did. Yeah, like I said, it's just a really easy game to control. It's adorable looking for that matter, too. And like I said, the battles can get pretty highly tactical. It can get pretty crazy depending on the situation. Now, she shot that way, so I'm going to shoot this way. Hopefully there's somebody there. Oh, we got somebody. Yeah! An artillery unit, which is even better, too. Alright, so far we've destroyed most of the enemy's... Oh, God! There went one of our tanks. That's okay, though. Because the enemy really doesn't have much left. And that is the enemy commander right there. Once we kill him, that's game over. Or should I say her. We win! Huzzah! I do think we also annihilated all of the enemy troops. All of them except one. Just about. So you get points, basically crates, depending on how well you did, how well you performed. We did pretty okay there. We lost quite a bit of our salts, but again, that's okay because this character is kind of cheap. And that gives you the basic idea of what the combat's like, and then it goes into another visual novel situation where there's a hell of a lot of talking, as you can imagine. Lots of good story stuff. I don't want to spoil any of this stuff for you because, well, this is kind of the nitty-gritty of the game. If you enjoy this type of game, that's what you're going to get out of this for sure. Again, this is just kind of tutorial stuff, explaining to you how to get deeper in the game here. What is exactly, I'm kind of curious though, what exactly was it talking about with that map there? Route. Oh, the map is changing. Oh, I think. So that gives you kind of a basic idea. You can save, you can reload things. You have quite a few save spots if you have multiple people playing in your house, guys. It's a cool game. If you enjoyed the first game, it has everything you loved about it and more. Just my thing is my only gripe is that for a sequel, it's not really all that different. It's just, you know, a shit ton of extra content and maybe some new, I'm sure there's probably new tanks here and there's a whole lot of different kinds of boards. but it's just more or less the same thing from the last game. So you're either going to love that or you're going to be like, okay, well, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of wraps up everything I have to say about ALTeR, guys. It's a cool game, really cute. If you enjoy visual novels, if you enjoy strategy games, you have 3 DLCs that are included in this apparently, which are white, black, and blue. I don't know where to access those from, but I know that they are in the game. You have the cave there, which has like 100 extra levels for you to play. It's a cool game. It's a great game. Just if you're expecting something new, you're going to be disappointed. How about that? Obviously, it has a butt ton of replay value. From what I understand, there's 3 different endings. The game is made very well. I haven't encountered any kind of bugs, guys. So I think that's going to wrap up my video, guys. Big thanks to developer and publisher for a chance to check out this title. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share, guys. I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, maybe consider hitting up that tip jar if you're feeling generous of heart. All tips go to improving the channel or future giveaways. Until next time, guys, play more indie games.